If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell, on one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
You cannot kill me. You know this.
Continuing on from our last video, Curses of Love and Jealousy, we turn our attention to Fyke Isle in Velen. A powerful curse haunts the grounds of this isle, and its rotten influence seeps out into the land. It is a multi-layered curse, perhaps, fertile ground for a deeply rooted curse. Like a lighthouse, a keeper awaits at the top of the tower. A ghost? A victim, perhaps? Or a monster? This is the fourth entry in this cursed tale concerning the quest to Tower Full of Mice, and the twisted Romeo and Juliet story of Annabelle and Graham. We are drawing to a close of this short series. I intend to make an addendum video that will discuss the curses of Geralt's past and the curses or cursed ones that didn't quite fit into their own video. So please stay tuned and subscribe if you're interested. Thank you. First we must discuss the context of this cursed isle. It is a story of conquest, famine and greed.
When the Black Ones came, the Lord to the tower on Fyke Isle fled. The invaders set the fields afire, and a great hunger descended on us all. While the Lord in abundance wallowed, there in the Tower of Mice. Serad they called him. An evil man he were. Vile. Cared not a lick for common folk. A plague of rodents swarmed the isle. At first, they ate all from the feast tables. Then, the Lord and all his court they devoured.
And so the seeds are sown, a rat-infested tower and a greedy lord. Yet there's more to this story, a callous mage, not vengeful gods may be the cause for a disease that plagued the tower, and set in motion the curse of Annabelle and Graham. The witch's path is long and winding, and Geralt finds himself enlisted by the sorceress Ciri to discover the mystery of Fyke Isle. There have been whispers of its curse across Velen, a definite lead for an inquiring mind. There is death in the air, an eerie silence, and the unquestionable hint of a rotten disease born of a curse. Geralt would investigate, uncover the mystery of Fyke Isle and its lonely tower. Using the magic lamp gifted by Metz, Geralt can revisit moments of the past. A vision of those that walked the ground before, now ghosts and spectres alike.
They're onto us. They'll not let Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. We've no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads.
It was clear that there was some trouble that set the curse in motion. Peasants took up arms and raided the tower. For what purpose?
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie. Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So, burning. Ah.
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
As Geralt enters the tower, winding his way slowly up the haunted steps, he uncovers more of the mystery.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe. Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe?
Rats. As many dead as alive. You think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now. Sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and a daughter. To the top!
The static visage of a woman appears before him, seemingly leading the Witcher upwards. A wailing coming from the walls reveals a secret passage up to the horrific laboratory.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Human trials for some nefarious experiment. And in the corner, a strong magical presence. Annabelle.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
I'm a Witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love.
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right. In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid.
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
The Witcher is given a choice, and things are not as they seem. Geralt may choose to trust the ghost of Annabelle, fulfilling her request to bring her bones to Graham, or he may decide to take a different path. If the first option is taken, there are some grave consequences. A Witcher should know the power of cursed objects, and removing the bones from a cursed place elsewhere could only bring ruin.
What do you want of me?
Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Graham is slain by Annabelle, revealed to be a pester, a plague maiden that spread disease and rot ravaging the land. Geralt's choices can have far-reaching consequences. For the outbreak of the Catriona plague in the kingdom of Ciri, a coastal city, can be attributed to the pestilence brought by Annabelle.
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona.
Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
If the second option is taken, Geralt voices his suspicions.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I had someone would finally take pity on me.
The Witcher fights the pester, yet cannot slay her due to the powerful magic of the curse. Graham, the fisherman, may have the answers to lift this curse.
I talked to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower? Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
Geralt persuades Graham to join him up the tower, returning to this painful and accursed place to seek his love.
It's too quiet.
Chop chop, speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
Annabelle, I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
At last.
And so true love yet again seemingly broke a curse, for better or worse. There are no silver linings in Witcher's work, only shades of grey. Death is sometimes the only option. Annabelle took Graham's life, forcibly taking her lover to the grave, in which they may rest together. Geralt may leave having accomplished his task, yet the death of an innocent, a simple fisherman in love, does not seem a great victory, or a happy resolution. Such is the way with curses. Thank you for watching the fourth entry in this curse tale. I hope you have enjoyed my telling of the Tower Full of Mice and the story of Annabelle and Graham. Be sure to subscribe for more like this, and leave a like if you liked it. Thank you and good luck on the path.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?